For the benefit of the audience here, there's automations, there's AI which can work on the language and all the words that are in the system. That's one thing. And the way that AI became famous over the last couple of years was ChatGPT, right? And that is what's called a large language model. LLM, large language model, processes language very well. So it's great, but it relies on the prompt, right? It relies on the quality of the prompt, and you could have a batch job to analyze something every day. It's all possible, right? But agentic AI is the kind of this next phase, isn't it, Max, that's coming, right? And agentic AI is things like, can you book the flights for me? I want to go on holiday, book the flights here. And the agent, so to speak, is like an employee almost, and goes and does that. So like, is that kind of partly what you're starting to get out there? Like there's an opportunity to develop the next level of agentic AI stuff, not just language processing.
So I always think, booking a trip is a really complicated concept, particularly if you think about how many options there are in flights and pathways and hotels and cars and other options, and do I need insurance? But, if you think about what we're trying to do, which is we have a huge data set, many years of case notes and interactions with clients and coordinators. We have years of email, and obviously we moved to Teams probably 4 or 5 years ago, and have continued to have dialogue both with our compliance team and our coordinators, but also coordinators internally and coordinators with their managers and team leaders. And that just has a hugely rich set of questions, answers, comments, documents, actions, reactions, and we really just are, at the very early stages of creating and ingesting that information into the agent base that's based around an LLM, as you say, but has that capacity for agentic behavior in terms of action, reaction, cause and effect, and we're really we're trying to amplify the human that is involved. So the coordinator still is the principal. Obviously, everything is based around our participants and the coordinator and their relationship and that is still the key of this. But what we're trying to do is just give that coordinator, I guess, the sort of always on huge capacity for data ingestion, and then have proactive prompts. So it could be that you as a coordinator think that it's important to do X, Y, or Z, and in fact it's A, B, or C. And what we're trying to do is just and still enable that coordinator to make the decision. We're not trying to replace the coordinator, and I want to be very clear about this. Agentic AI developments in the next 3 to 5 years will still amplify the need for human beings. It won't replace them.